because all the artwork is AI generated.
Holy crap. It's like a hurricane out here. And then they've added Slimers. So we're just gonna look straight into the center. The Mel's dying. They have this whole area now shut off right now with security.
The Beetlejuice burger. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror-Nights 2024 update. Massive merchandise drops have happened. It's actually quality merch this time. Huge construction updates. We're also gonna be going to Denny's to review the Beetlejuice food for you guys. There's so much happening today. On that note, it's time to talk about the HHN Shirt of the Day. Come play with us, right? HHN 2017. We had all these wonderful IPs this year. And then also the hat. You had the icon right there. It says Halloween Horror-Nights 17 on the side. And then on the back, your soul is requested. They didn't really do much with the icon that year, but you know what? On that note, let's roll the commercial. Welcome back. It's thundering. Hopefully stuff doesn't get ruined out there for the scare zones.
You hear so much thunder off of the distance right now. The skies do not look nice. Still no medallion up. I don't know what's going on. And just like that, it just started pouring rain. If you guys are coming to Halloween Horror-Nights this year, make sure to bring an umbrella because you'll look on the radar and there's nothing. And next thing you know, it's literally this. So make sure to bring an umbrella. Even though it looks like there's nothing on the radar, you're gonna need one.
Okay, so while we wait for the storm to pass, a lot of you guys have been asking, are they gonna have a special little photo op area for like the different hotel guests and everything at Cabana Bay like they've had years in the past? So SFX magazine asked the question, and this is what Universal had to say. All right, so Universal responds to this question. Might we see another IP experience at the hotel like Chucky at Cabana Bay last year? And Universal responds with the intellectual properties and movie franchises that we're doing this year are going to be really focused in at the event. What I love about what the hotels are doing this year is they're leaning into their own IP. Endless Summer is leaning into creatures from the depths of the seas. At Hard Rock, it's going to be a zombie punk rockers. That's a really cool thing for our hotels to do. With the music that they're doing, to lean into the different unique ideas that'll just make that a very immersive experience. So no matter which of the 8 on-site hotels that you stay at, you're going to have a Halloween Horror-Nights experience when you get into that hotel. All 8 are going to be part of the Halloween Horror-Nights experience, as well as the Dead Coconut Club returning at City Walk. So you are going to have that experience from the moment you check in, the moment you walk into City Walk, and the moment you walk through those gates. There's a Halloween Horror-Nights experience. Sounds like we're not getting an exclusive kind of Chucky or IP photo op, but they'll be themed to bars.
Holy crap. It's like a hurricane out here. What in the world? You can see all the water misting and rushing in. The rain has stopped and we are back now. Okay, HHN update time. Here we go. So with the main sign now, they've added some cloth over here. One is going to represent sinister. The other one is going to represent surreal. It's a little soaked, but they have it kind of zip tied together to the truss work. So we have the pink one there, and then over here we're going to have the blue one. So again, the storm has, made it a little moist, but they've also added lights right here to shine up the truss work. So we're going to have lights at the top shining down, and then lights down here shining up. And then when we look over here, there's also another light shining up the truss work. And then on this truss work and that one, there's also a light that'll be shining up. All right, let's hop into the Hello Kitty shop real quick. It's raining again. $65. We have the yellow crop top of Hello Kitty dressed up as Chucky. And we also have the bag right here, little crossbody bag. 60 bucks of Hello Kitty, Chucky. It also comes a little voodoo doll. $25 for the mug, $18 from the pin. Now a lot of this merchandise we saw last year. $33 for the ringer short sleeve shirt. You have Hello Kitty right there. $80 for the spirit jersey. We have the stitches, Hello Kitty, and on the back it'll say Hello Kitty Chucky. $25, they have the little plush.
And then Universal also released more information about Universal Studios Singapore's Halloween Horror Nights. Southeast Asia's biggest Halloween event is back at Universal Studios Singapore with new nightmares including Bloody Accessories, accessories, and drinkware featuring the iconic Halloween Horror Nights logo. Straight from the US destinations is the infamous Chucky popcorn bucket featuring a range of killer phrases. Universal Studios Singapore, Halloween Horror Nights 12 will span 18 nights. And we get a little look at some of the merchandise. Then they also talk about Universal Studios Japan. The thrills don't stop here. Over at Universal Studios Japan, Halloween Horror Nights returns from September 6th until November 4th with an exclusive new collection inspired by Hami Kumai's the grotesque but cute ruler of Halloween Horror Nights and his alter ego Hami Kumai's soul. The first ever collaboration with Chainsaw Man will also bring new merchandise offerings to help fans overcome their fears and face off against the demons of Halloween Horror Nights. Okay, we finally have things placed in this scare zone. So we're just gonna look straight into the center. They have a painted spiral. We have all these vines and everything. Now they have a speaker here. Speaker will be covered up, right? This is just day one. They're gonna add more details. It'll look better. So you got the blue and the pink representing sinister and surreal here on the back. You get another little portal. It almost feels like you're going into the upside down. Remember when there's like the opening inside the tree to go to the upside down? That's how it kind of looks and feels. So you can see the electrical cords, they run all the way down the street and then down here and then they run up there. It's all powered up for the speaker. Gotta say, it kind of looks like an Otis pole into another dimension. Over here by this truss work, we got a fog machine set up. We're at 5 Dime. People have been selling this shirt on Etsy for years, but Universal has finally made one. So it's gonna be glows in the dark for best glow effect. Place in direct sunlight or under lamp for at least an hour. So you'll have the Mel's dying. I love a little bit of blood right there. Now this is gonna be annual pass holder exclusive. And you're looking at $33, but you do get an annual pass holder discount on it. There's nothing on the back, but there's more Mel's merch. They understand that people want this stuff. So we got a metal sign right here. So $35 for the metal sign, Halloween Horror Nights in pink, Mel's die-in. You gotta be an annual pass holder to purchase it. $12 for the Mel's die-in pin. It's got blood all over the apron. I do like this is textured. It's like a 3D design, so it's not a simple flat sign. The blood is raised and then the neon is also raised. All right, we have the other portal over here. We have the speaker again, they'll cover that up. They're gonna add more details to it and you get another shot how the portal looks on this side. Then over here we've added another fog machine next to this truss work. So the zone is finally starting to be built. All right, so all the power cables and lines, remember it would run all the way to this truss work and they would have all the different moss and camouflage. It looks like it's snapped. So we also have some more truss work that popped up here. Then also looks like this cable again would have the moss work and camouflage that would connect to this. That has also snapped. So quite a powerful storm, but they have this whole area now shut off right now with security. The map portal now has lights all the way up there. Then all the electrical is now being run to illuminate the maps that'll be here. All right, we're entering into Battery Park. Big changes, a lot of foliage has just popped up. Just more plant life, and also looks like the registers have been added. And there's also a blue LED light at the top of all the bars right up there that'll illuminate probably all the different liquor bottles. And then on this side we can see some pink LEDs, again doing that same kind of pink and blue represent sinister and surreal at this bar. Now we also have the menu boards that have popped up. Okay, now we still know nothing about the menu and food options. I know a couple of things that are coming, but for the standard guests who are coming, one of the big offerings for the preview night, right, the $350 preview night before the official opening at HHN is all you can eat food. So people with dietary issues, they don't know what food they're purchasing because there's no menus online, there's nothing. We know nothing really about the food. So Universal, can you please release these menus so people know what they're getting themselves into? Now we got the Quiet Place little food stand here. They've added some different elements. So we've added a bunch of different, little plants. We've also added some vines and also the red lights that'll illuminate the barn. And the same thing on the other side, more plants. We'll walk through, see if anything new has been added. Oh, we got a new little paper over here. What do we got? They can hear you, what you need to know to survive. Okay, I feel like another day we're gonna do a whole deep dive into what all of this says, but they got new little clues and Easter eggs right there. Now there was a silhouette of the monster back here, but it's gone for some reason. I don't know what happened. They got the umbrellas and registers all now set up, and then we got some more lights above the barn right there, and then this is where they'll be cooking and making all the food. So you'll pay over here at the register, tear your ticket here, and then give you the food item.
Are we back to word of the day?
We're back. You're back. We're back at uni. Word of the day.
Return. It's the return of the word of the day.
There we go. There's some damage to the cloth that goes over the truss work here for Enter the Blumhouse. And we also have a new sign, reminder. Law enforcement services will be suspended for a 12-hour period during the purge. So we used to have barrels here They're gone. They've returned though, weirdly enough, but we have this new sign. The barrels are all over here now. Over here, we have the 3 projectors up there, right? Is that damage? Was that damage from the storm? All right, so here are the barrels. We had them graffitified. They had some fun little Easter eggs on them. Now, what a lot of times happens is Creative will build stuff and Scenic will build stuff, and then the owners of the IP are like, oh, that shouldn't be there, or this should look a different way. So I think that's why the graffiti barrels were switched. There's another warning purge sign over there. Some more barrels were set up over there. And then also over here by the little purge wreath. Now Universal has fixed the B, the vinyl sticker. There was a giant scratch and everything, but it has now been fixed. So good job, Universal. Now over here by the little stage. Last time we were here, they added the plants. This time they've added the black cloth around the truss work. Walk over to where the Peacock bar was last year. See if they've, oh, I see some lights. All right, this sign is messing with my dyslexia. One to haunt? Question mark. But we see 2 skeletons are enjoying some Fanta beverages. Zombie hand is holding the Fanta over there. And there's also going to be over here another little sign. It's the exact same little banner on this little bar. Coca-Cola is in partnership with Universal Studios, so they're gonna have their own themed bar.
Okay, one of my buddies just sent me a little video. It looks like billboards have now gone up for HHN. This one is advertising The Quiet Place. Okay, so when it comes back to Universal Monsters, we were wondering, how's it gonna connect it? Is it gonna connect with the past houses or Epic Universe? Well, we finally have an answer now. SFX Magazine also tweeted out this: Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines at HHN 33 does not tie into the upcoming Darkmoor storyline at Epic Universe, but does tie into previous Universal Monster houses from HHN.
They've changed the light bulbs here over by the Amity Island bathrooms. They've changed the light bulbs to be spooky pink. Okay, then also over here on these, if you look in there, it's kind of hard to see. There's like blue light bulbs inside there. So again, to represent the other icon this year. New little truss work out here by Nightmare Fuel. Then we also have more additions to the bar. Then it looks like we have another Fanta bar. So it says one to haunt and then one to haunt. He's screaming or singing. Then up here, this guy's, sipping on the Fanta. We have the wait time signs set up for the 2 houses. They're gonna be back here. We also have some more truss work set up right here, probably telling people where to enter in to Nightmare Fuel. But again, all of these lights have also been switched to represent Sinister and Surreal. This is gonna be a pink light. Then over here, we're gonna have a blue light. So if you look, all the lights are now changed. Yeah, every single one of these lights, you can look in there. You can see it's gonna be blue. All right, so we got the wait signs, right? But all the electrical has now been hooked up. It's all running back there. So just, I think team member previews are 6 days away? And leading up to Men in Black, we have all the lights changed also. Nothing new with the portal over there, nothing's popped up over here, but we do have one of the world's best Universal Studios tour guides right there. All right, over here by the portal, we also have all the electrical that has now been set up. They've set up all the cooking equipment back there for the food booth. Now there's some different artwork on this food booth over here. The Wanta on the guy's sunglasses. Over here by Fast and Furious, they've set up more electrical, right? For the wait times over here for the Major Sweets house.
All right, we're heading off to Sahara Traders right now. We have to pay our respects to the Bat Idol. I think I have the story figured out now. In the same little interview with, SFX Magazine, they had a response talking about what the tribute store is about. And then also, SFX Magazine tweeted out this: following the news about the HHN Tribute Store reveal today, what can you tell us about the Tribute Store this year? The Tribute Store has an all-new story. It has a killer that's been on the loose within the Tribute Store. They're taking you through an abandoned building in New York into this abandoned world of New York, but there's a killer on the loose. And at the end of the Tribute Store experience, you find out who that killer is. I have a theory, right? So we have the Bat Idol, right? Connected with Boris, connected with last year and everything, Tribute. And then we just heard them talk about, there's a killer inside the Tribute Store that we're gonna be following. So when you go over to Island, you should have merchandise, which I think that's gonna be the character that's gonna be part of the Tribute Store, kind of connecting everything.
They have some barricades over here now by the Blood Eagle. If you look closely, you can see the feet right there is gonna be the victim that they're shooting arrows at. Now, one of my favorite little details that they added was the little flies and then the mold on the rotten fruit. It's like little details like that you're not gonna see during the nighttime, but during the daytime, you see it. But they've added a couple little items here on the stage. And so we have this bucket. I think this is a recycling pump where you'll cycle out the water, but we got, that's full right there, and we can see this barrel, and then all the electrical running down right here. Okay, I figured out the effect. This is a really cool effect. Here you're gonna have the pump. It's gonna recycle the water. This is a barrel making it look like there's actual water in there. And you're gonna see water come out of the tip of the arrow right there. I believe that's what the little trick is gonna be. As you can see, the piping down there connecting to this. So it's gonna recycle the water as if someone shot the barrel and then the water's coming out. Right below the arrow, you can see a little tube. where the water is gonna come out, and then it'll go into here, then it will recycle and then keep coming out. So all night long you're gonna have recycling water come out. Over here we've seen some bloody fruit, but yeah, all the fruit on the stage is going bad. And then over there is gonna be that little effect. Into Sahara Traders we go. Now, did the idol here summon Batilda? We'll show you who Batilda is when we go to Islands, but that's my theory right now. Over here by the Brazen Bull, they've added a bunch of different chains right next to the sign. Then we have 2 triggers, right? So a scare actor is gonna hit this. It's like a little button which will set off a little effect. Now we know there's gonna be like a body inside there. So this is gonna set off, maybe I'm guessing the coals. That's what I'm thinking. Then over here, there's also another trigger to set off something else. Some more crates have been added. On the staircase. They have a fog machine back here now. But a couple more days and we'll finally figure out what everything does and how it operates. Over here on the main stage, they've added a couple different things. Now they've added this little flower and then some cloth, but then also looks like there's another trigger right here. I think it's covering up a speaker. If you look inside the mouth right there, there's a little bit of a red light. Over here at Ivan's, the little mini pups have taken over. We got 3 right there. They're gonna be causing chaos. On top of Ivan's, this guy's throwing a little mini pup off. There's also another one climbing on the S. And then this little guy's he's having a good day. And there's 3 adorable little mini pups right there. Well, I cannot wait to see what marshmallow themed items they have here at Ivan's. But you know, it looks like a real little New York food stand. You even have like the metal gate, right, that they grab and they close it every single night. Look over here. The Ghostbuster sign, because it's, you know, their firehouse. And then they've added Slimers. We have green lights, and then on the Twilight Tavern, they have a purple light. But then over at the Transformers bar, it is also a Fanta bar, right? We love our Fanta. So Wanta, Haunt.
Let's get a little snack, try the annual pass holder donut at Voodoo Donuts. Then we'll head off to Islands and show you all the new merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights.
All right, here we are. We're at Voodoo Donuts here at City Walk. Now, I would say come here early in the morning. Later in the night, you're going to get stale, terrible donuts. So the earlier you come, the better the donuts are. I never noticed all the way up there's a little shark in a sweater. But just remember, the magic is in the hole.
All right, so the special annual pass holder donut is going to be the Lemon Kiss Donut, a raised yeast shell donut, vanilla filling, coated with a powdered sugar. Didn't really care for that donut. It was more of like a lemon bar flavoring with the lemon. I would have enjoyed kind of like a lemon custard in there. That would have been good. We'll do a 6.5. I wouldn't go out of my way to try it, but it's not terrible. Okay, we've made it to Islands of Adventure. Team members now have their own exclusive shirt for HHN this year. You cannot buy it as a standard guest. It's only for team members. You can like buy it backstage, but this is how it looks. Okay, it's time to head off to All Halsey Boutique. I cannot wait to see quality merchandise they've released this year.
All Halsey Boutique, $33. Look at this short sleeve shirt. This is the stuff that I've been waiting for, right? So we have the Demon from Insidious. We got Otis right there. We have the monster from A Quiet Place, and then also the Bride of Dracula right there. It says Halloween Horror Nights 24. And then also on the back of this one, Where Horror Lives. $60. We have a hoodie here. You have Otis there, Halloween Horror Nights 24. There's also a pocket. And then on the back, they have that same awesome design. $20. So we have a new comic book cover. This is going to be of Batilda, right? So Batilda is kind of based on the character of Batricia. It was kind of a fan favorite last year. Now, the reason why they changed the name, so when Little Boo became merchandise, it was kind of a debacle for Universal, the rights and everything with Little Boo and all that stuff. So they chose to keep the character, change the name slightly. So that's why it's Batilda. So I think this is who's going to be killing inside the tribute store, because there's blood all over this print. So the print is actually very nice. There's a textured design on the blood. So it feels like there's actual blood on the print. I mean, you have a couple little Easter eggs, right? You have October and then 31 cents for, you know, October 31st, Halloween. It says Beware Her Wrath. So I think this is going to be the character inside the tribute store. $37 for the new Studio Screamers long sleeve black shirt. So the Screamers for this year, we're going to have David S. Pumpkins, Eddie, and then Batilda. We're also going to have the Crow from HHN Hollywood, and then also Megan. So we get a little Hollywood representation within the Screamers this year. So it's got this blood design. They've not released the Screamers yet, but then on the back, it's going to say Halloween Horror Nights 2024. $15, we have the house artwork. So we're going to have the punk rocker right there with all the different houses on the back. They also have this on a shirt. $30 for this beanie with some weird earrings on the top. I'm confused on these like earrings on a beanie.
Yeah, this is old school punk stuff. They used to put piercings on their clothes and stuff, so that's why they're doing it, to match the punk aesthetic they're going for this year. So not for me, but you know, some people like it.
I feel if anybody would buy it, it'd be you.
Yeah, I guess that's saying something.
$75 for this bag. It's gonna say Halloween Horror Nights 2024. We have the skull right there. It's gonna be see-through. On the side, we're gonna have a raven. And on the other side, we're gonna have a rib cage. Then the black and green checker design on the straps. We have the Wall of Chucky. And we do have a new Chucky shirt right here. It's gonna say Wanna Play. It's gonna be Chucky and Tiffany. You're looking at $33 for this shirt. Then it says 22408 on the heart. with Chucky and Tiffany. Then on the back it says Halloween Horror Nights 2024. $18, there's a 4-pack of Creature from the Black Lagoon. Give the title. It says the 70th anniversary. The Rita the boat right there. $19, we have a Chucky and Tiffany pin set, 4 pins. $45 for the 5-pin set of the Studio Screamers for this year's series. You get a better look at them because they have the full bodies, but they have not released the actual vinyl figures yet. $30, there's a little metal Little Boo and other little character wristband. $25 for an earring set with a Little Boo on it. $20 for this pin set with Little Boo, Halloween Horror Nights, and then the skull. $45, they have like a countdown to Halloween Horror Nights. So you have a Little Boo right here, he's magnetic, and then you can count down the days till Halloween Horror Nights. $33 for this glow-in-the-dark tank top. It's a really lightweight material. You have Little Boo right there with spiders, and then on the back, it'll say Little Boo on the shoulder. $33, we have a blacklight reactive short sleeve shirt. It says Halloween Horror Nights on the front, but on the back, you're gonna have all of the Halloween Horror Nights houses. So Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, A Quiet Place, Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines, Insidious, Major Suites, Triplets of Terror, Monstrous, Louder Cinema 2, Goblin Feast, and then the museum, Deadly Exhibits. All right, back behind the register, something happened. I think this beam fell because this is poor little Gregorio over there is falling over. All the props are kind of all over the place.
Okay, finally bought some merch that I like actually really wanted to buy. As you know, we've been talking about like the Beetlejuice themed food items coming to Denny's. We're gonna go cut to this like mini vlog reviewing the food, then we'll come back here. They're advertising it right there, we see it. Okay, we're at one of America's finest establishments, Denny's. Now this is right next to Universal. So we got Take a Bite from the Afterlife, cookies and cream shake, the Beetlejuicy burger. Here we are. All the Beetlejuice food items. So we're gonna start with this. So first off, we have the cookies and scream shake. It's just gonna be pretty much a cookies and cream Oreo shake with some green sprinkles on top. And then we got the Beetlejuicy burger, 3/4 pound patties, 3 strips of crispy bacon, 3 slices of provolone cheese with our signature Q sauce on it. Okay, this burger, this is like $13. That is a hefty burger. Holy crap, I don't even know where to begin. It's like a meatball. There's so much meat in there. And then I got the Say It 3 Times Slam, 3 silver dollar chocolate chip pancakes topped with vanilla cream, chocolate sauce with chocolate chips and green sprinkles. So I would say everything was actually pretty decent. I would do 7 out of 10 on every single food item that we tried. Welcome back. But on that note, let's go back to the office so we can talk about some more Halloween Horror Nights 33 updates. Okay guys, we are back in the office. I have kind of a little bit of a mini rant about the new Fanta bar booths. They look interesting because all the artwork is AI generated. So AI generated is a computer created this, right? An artist was not paid properly, right, to make and design all the artwork on the food booths. Now, when it comes to these like sponsored food booths that we've seen throughout all theme parks, right, a lot of times it is designed by the actual company. I don't think Universal made this stuff because Universal Orlando doesn't use AI for their artwork, but I think Coca-Cola did. Now, this is the second time we've had AI problems with HHN this year. Out in Hollywood, we had some AI artwork, and then now we have these Fanta booths that are AI generated. When you look at this artwork from far away, it looks fine, but when you get up and you're closely looking at it, things are just off. Stuff doesn't look right, proportions are all off, just the way coloring is, you could just tell it was made by a computer and not by an actual human, because a human would not create that. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about the AI generated art for all the Fanta booths? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon. The Beetlejuicy burger.
Into the Halloween we go.
9 days.